Chicago in my travel makeup bag. But before I get into that, sorry if my bed's looking a little bit different. I did get a new comforter and I really am liking it, but I wanted to film one video at least with it to see how it looked on camera because the pattern's very small, so I didn't know how it was going to come off. So please let me know down below what you guys think of it. I know right now it doesn't match the room too well, but we're planning on painting, so hopefully behind me is going to look very different very soon. But I did put this on my bed to do like a test video, and I was going to actually take it off and put my old one back on, but look guys, Lily decided to hang out and just fall asleep on there, so I didn't want to move her and I didn't want to disturb her, so I decided to just leave it on, and hopefully you guys can forgive me for that. But like I said, I will be sharing with you what I brought to Chicago with me. And if you weren't familiar, Drum and I did just get back from Chicago and it was so fun, and really just talking about it makes me depressed because I want to be back there so bad. We had such a great time. But if you want to see what we did on our day-to-day lives there, I posted a whole vlog video on my personal channel showing you guys what we did. I just put all of the days together in one video, so that is up right now, so I'll include a link here or down below for you guys. So since we were driving, I do think I overpacked just a little bit on makeup and on clothes, but like I said, we were just in the car, so it wasn't that big of a deal. So some of the stuff I really put to use, some of it I didn't, but I'll make sure to point out that for you guys. But starting with foundations, I'm just going to pull them out, so I'm probably going to be looking down a lot. I'm very sorry. What I did decide on too. And I took my Maybelline Superstay Makeup in Sand Beige as well as my Vitalumiere Aqua Foundation. Now I'm actually wearing this one today. It's one that I love to wear when I'm filming because it's very high coverage and it looks great. But I also took my Chanel one because I knew it would be very cold there. We were going to be being outside a ton and my skin needs all the moisture I can get. So I did take these two, but really, I wore them a couple times each, but I did buy a new Shiseido foundation while I was there, and I ended up using that a lot just to see what I thought of it. So if you want to see what I bought beauty and makeup wise, then I have that post on my blog, and it should be already up by now. And to apply both of those, I did just take my Sigma Angled Top Kabuki F84 brush, and I washed this before I went with my Philosophy Purity Cleanser, and that does wonders getting these really thick Kabuki brushes clean, and it was so soft afterwards. I was so surprised. But yeah, I just took this to apply both of those foundations. For concealer, I did just take my MAC Pro Longwear, and this is in NW20. I almost forgot for a second, but this was just great at applying it over my foundations, and I really like this paired with the Chanel Vitalumiere because this has a very natural finish as well. It's not overly dewy, but it does have that natural finish on the skin, and paired with that foundation, I think that it worked really well. Now, I thought about taking my new Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation for my powder, and if you're not familiar, it's right here, and it comes in a container like this. I just posted a first impression as well as a before and after of this on my skin over on Instagram, so if you're more curious about that, I'd go check that out. But because that has like a sifter and I didn't know if it'd be getting tossed around at all, I just really decided on my ever popular Rimmel Stay Matte powder because this was just super easy to travel with. It was very small and flat, so it fit in here perfectly, and I have the one in Sandstorm 004, and then for application I just took my e.l.f. powder brush. I want you guys to just take a second and try to think of what I took to do my brows with. Yeah, definitely the Anastasia Brow is in Brunette. This thing is awesome for everyday and for traveling because it has the spoolie on one end and the color on the other. I have just loved doing my brows with this, and I think in a previous video I said I was trying to use up some of my brow products, but guys, this doesn't even compare to those, and I'm almost ready to throw those out because this one is just so great. Now for eyes and eyeshadow, I did take a couple options, but since I was carrying powder shadows, I did need a primer, so I went ahead and brought my Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and this has turned into one of my favorite primers for the eyes. It's so easy to use and the finish is great. Now for shadows, I did take a palette with me that I've been loving recently, and this is from MAC, but this one is an all woman, so I did get this at a CCO. I hate putting that out there because I don't know how readily available it is right now, but the colors in this are great. I remember I did a really smoky dark date night look here on my channel in a get ready with me video, and I'll link it down below if you want to see that. But even just making a really nice and natural everyday eye with this gray and then this taupe and this really pretty highlight is just so nice and great for every single day. So I did love that. The packaging is also great. And then just for the lid, since I wanted something that was easy as well, I brought my Dior Mirror Shine eyeshadow in 821 Shimmery. And the color is just great. It's a really nice champagne color, but it's very, very sparkly. But don't have that put you off because it's definitely something that could be worn every single day. And I did sweep this across my lid on a few days that we were there. And then for shadow brushes, I wanted to just take very, very minimal brushes with me. So I decided on pretty much all of my favorites that I really can't do without if I am applying eyeshadow. So this one is a very old Sephora brush, and this is the large eyeshadow brush. Now I think they've upgraded this one because I just bought a very similar one that I think had the same name, but I love this because it's flat, but yet it still has some substance to it, and it's great for packing shadow all over the lid. Then I brought quite a few crease brushes. The one I've been really loving is just the crease brush from Target, that Up and Up brand. It's fairly cheap, and guys, these brushes are really great, especially this crease one. It's a little bit smaller, and for my eye, I find that it's really nice to get right in my natural crease with this. And then my very popular Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45 is one that I love for precision, if I could say that, precision in the crease. It's very, very tapered, and it's just great to really get that color in there. And then for blending, I just brought my Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush, and this one, I kind of feel like the hairs are going a little bit crazy recently, but it is a great brush. So that is all that I brought for eyeshadow brushes. I feel like I have tons of tongue twisters in this video. Oh my goodness. But getting on to blush, let me quickly pull them out. Sorry, I'm like looking down so much. But I did take two that I've been loving recently. One being the Tarte Cheek Stain in Exposed. And this one I've mentioned quite a bit lately. I really have loved it. It's a very natural looking pink color. And to apply that, I brought my e.l.f. small stipple brush because this brush is amazing. I think every single girl needs to have one of these. And then I did want to bring one powder blush, and since I just got this one, I wanted to take it with me. And this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in a Radiant Magenta. And I've really been liking this. I feel like on my skin it comes off a little bit darker than what it looks like in the pan, but it has a great, great glow to it. And believe it or not, I've been loving combining these two recently. I did that on my cheeks today, and I'll just apply pretty much of this as a base and then go over it very, very lightly with this, and I feel like it's a great mix of colors on my cheeks. And then for application of this powder blush, I took my Sigma Large Angled Contour F40 brush. It's taken me about 8 tries to get that out of my mouth the right way, but yes, I took this brush to apply this blush. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this little brush. I just found it in this pocket, but this is the Real Techniques setting brush, and I just bring this along with any face powder because this really helps me get under my eyes. Now I only have a few makeup items left for liner. I did take my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, and I've been loving this recently. It's a really, really great, precise liquid liner, and my friend Krista told me to buy this, so thank you, Krista, if you're watching this, because I've been loving it. Another really similar one is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liner, I believe, and I do have that one, so if you want to see kind of a comparison, maybe on my blog or in another video, I think they'd be great because they're very, very similar, and the formulas are both really nice. So let me know, give this a thumbs up if you'd like to see that. And then for mascara, my tried and true Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express. This is not the waterproof version, and this is just in black, but this is a mascara that I can always count on to build volume quickly. And even though this isn't really beauty related, I did keep a pair of extra contacts in the brush portion of my little travel makeup bag because you can never have too many of these lying around. I lose my contacts all the time. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed seeing what I carry in my travel makeup bag, and if you want to know more details about the bag or any of the products mentioned, I'll make sure to include a list of them down below for you guys. And also at the end of this video, I will have that link to the vlog video that you guys can see some of these products actually on my face. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye everyone!